Hey up, chatter gang.
We've got 3 more Benidorm breakfasts for you. This time they're all in the Old Town.
And we want you to tell us which one you think is the best, because he's Colin.
And he's Tim.
And together we are the Chatter Guys.
Come on, let's get noshing.
This morning we're having breakfast at Caspers, which is just off Walking Street in Benidorm Old Town.
Well, here we are to give you an idea of where Caspers is if you don't know.
Yeah, we're on Walking Street and we're walking away from Park Delche, locally known as Dove Park.
And we're just opposite now the Cordoba famous fish restaurant.
Yes, this is very popular, isn't it, during the daytime? Yeah. Always full. So you've got a chemist here, and we've got this on the left is the museum, isn't it?
Yeah, well now we have been in the museum, and it's not the best, is it?
It is free, but it's more of an art gallery, wasn't it, really?
Yeah.
And this is one of the streets that you can go down to get to Caspers. If you look for this ice cream shop, it says Victoria on it.
That's the back entrance.
Yeah. Or you can go along the next street, and if you look where the famous waffle shop is, Goffrey's Mannequin Piss.
Which looks like the little boy is having a...
Yes, that's what it's named after, a famous statue in Belgium.
And
Mannequin Piss, or Little Pissing Man in Dutch, is a bronze fountain sculpture in Brussels, Belgium. There are several legends surrounding its creation, and one tale is of a boy who saved Brussels from destruction by putting out a burning fuse with his wee. Another legend says that the statue was erected to commemorate a young boy who was frozen in time as punishment for weeing on a witch's door. And yet another story involves a boy who brought good luck to Belgian troops by tinkling on enemy soldiers. The statue is often dressed up for special occasions. The original statue is now housed in the Museum of the City of Brussels, while Garderobe Mannequin Piss Museum showcases an impressive collection of over 1,000 costumes that have been worn by the statue. So now you know.
And here we are at Caspers. Nice Spanish coffee with orange juice. Tim, now I know we've eaten at Caspers many times. What are your thoughts on today's visit?
Yeah, you're right, we've been here at least 100 times, and it's just consistently good. The staff are nice and friendly, like to have a little chat, a bit of banter with you. Coffee's nice and hot, service is pretty quick, so yeah, so far, very good. And Colin, what are you thinking about Caspers this morning?
We've come a little bit early for us, so we've managed to get a table quite easy. And it's nice, it's a nice, there's plenty of gap in the walkway, so you don't feel like there's people walking over you. And as you said, Mark come out and had a good chat with us. Nice and friendly staff. The waitress were really nice and friendly as well. All good first impressions so far.
Colin, on a scale 1 to 10, how hungover are you this morning?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I would say, actually, I'm not too bad. I feel rough as sandpaper, but I think I'm about an 8.
8?
Well, last time I were here, I couldn't eat the breakfast. I were on a 4. So I'm going to eat my breakfast today, so I'm on an 8.
Very good.
This is my small breakfast, and of course, there is my favourite HP sauce, and that looks very nicely cooked. Can't wait to tuck into that.
And I've got the Caspers breakfast toasty, which is egg, bacon and sausage, and a few crisps on the side. So I'll let you know what that's like.
Tim, you had the breakfast toasty.
I did. I didn't clean my plate. There's a lot of bread in there. I think I chose the wrong thing. Everything was nicely cooked. The egg was nice and runny. Bacon and sausage were just done nicely. Very difficult to eat. The plate that it came on was too small. Whenever I tried to cut it, the plate was wobbling about. I needed a bigger plate. So I took the crisps off. I didn't fancy crisps this time in the morning. That made it a little bit easier. But what I didn't like about it was there was a slice of fried bread in the middle of it, so that added to the bread quota. It's quite dense as well. It was quite difficult to cut, but it did taste nice. But when I took that out of the sandwich, it was a lot easier. So I think I picked the wrong thing. I wish I'd gone with the smoked salmon and scrambled egg instead. But yeah, I can't really fault it because it was kind of my fault for picking something that I didn't really like. Colin, that was a pretty near clear plate for you. How did you like your breakfast?
Well, Tim, there were a couple of similarities to what you said about yours that panned across to my breakfast as well. So the bread, it was hard to tell whether it was toast or fried bread. I think it was a bit of in between, which were all right, but it just took me a while to get used to what I were actually eating. The sausage, now you know we like our spicy sausage. That was a lovely spicy sausage. Couldn't fault the sausage. However, the bacon was a bit tough. It wasn't my favourite bacon. Orange juice, freshly squeezed, really, really fresh. And the coffee, lovely coffee. So that's my thoughts on the small breakfast at Caspers. Just to add one final thing about that, I also found the plate was a bit small for the breakfast as well. I was like fumbling around different things, and I was scared to cut and something fly off.
Yeah, because if you cut anything near the edge of the plate kind of tipped up, didn't it? That's what I found.
Yeah.
Today we are at Cafe Refuel.
Come on, we'll show you where it is. As you can see, we're starting this walk off at Dove Park, or what else is it called, Tim?
Park Delche.
Which is just behind the harbour, in front of the harbour, sorry.
Yep, you've still not fed the doves, have you, Colin?
No, I won't. So you can see...
One day chat again. I'll get him to do it.
Little square there. Millar's is quite a famous cafe. But we're going to be going up the ramp, which is adjacent to Yellow Submarine. Which is famous karaoke in there.
Yes.
So you need to head up the ramp. And there's a couple of restaurants up here as well, isn't there?
Yes. Very nice place to have breakfast, because you'll see it's got a fantastic view.
The restaurants are Zodiac, Gusto, and the dining room, which we've reviewed the dining room on a previous video. But this is where Refuel is, just coming up. Yeah, look. Just coming up there. This is my bacon and egg sandwich. The bread feels fresh. Let's see what it tastes like.
Colin, how was your breakfast at Cafe Refuel?
I'm pleased to report it was HP sauce. The bread was really fresh, bacon were lovely, and the egg was cooked to perfection. Nice bit of small tomato and lettuce on the plate, which I didn't eat, but no, in all seriousness, it was just what I thought it would be. It was really nice.
And here's my Refuel breakfast. Toast, sausage, bacon, egg, hash brown, and the wettest baked beans I've ever seen in my whole life. I'm going to put waders on to eat this, I think. But here goes. Kevin, you had the Cafe Refuel breakfast the same as me, but without any egg. How was it for you?
It was really nice. I really enjoyed it. It was just what I needed. The beans were a little bit runny, but everything else was absolutely great.
Kevin, you were so polite. I expected nothing less than a glowing review. Thank you.
Tim, how was your breakfast at Refuel?
Well, Colin, to be honest with you, Refuel is a classy restaurant, and I did expect a little bit better. I was disappointed for you when I saw that your bacon sandwich came just on ordinary white sliced bread. I expected it to be on a nice crusty baguette. My breakfast was just your standard BENIDORM breakfast, I think. As Kevin said, eggs were really, really runny. Not the eggs. The beans were really, really runny. The egg, not really dippy enough for me, but, you know, people like the eggs differently, so I'm not complaining about that. Standard catering sausage, but bacon was lovely. So, for me, it was just a standard BENIDORM breakfast. But the advantage of coming to Cafe Refuel, for me, and I think everybody else, is the view. Brilliant.
But just to point out that I could have had a bacon baguette if I wanted to.
Very good. I did not know that.
You're welcome. If you don't know where Northern Sole is, it's just off Walking Street, next door to Caspers. If you go to where the museum is, on Walking Street, and then just turn round, and you see the Victoria ice cream, and it's down this street. And so you can see it here. It's not got a sign at this side, but the main sign is at the other side of the street, because it's got two entrances. But here you can see Northern Sole. Let's get noshing. Yes, please. Tim, what are your first impressions?
Well, first impressions pretty much the same as your standard breakfast restaurant in the Old Town in Benidorm. However, they're playing really tinny, horrible music, which, if you're a little bit delicate in the morning, is not great. Also, the coffee we got was instant, which in Spain, why? You can get great coffee anywhere. They did tell us that there was going to be a bit of a wait, so I'm not complaining about having to wait. I just want to tell you we've been waiting for it. So far, not doing great. What are your first impressions, Colin?
Yeah, waitress were really nice and friendly. But as you said, Tim, we have been waiting what seems like all his holidays for this breakfast. So I do hope it's going to live to that expectation of waiting that long for breakfast. I know they're busy, but we're waiting. But yeah, it's I'm surprised when you mentioned this place because it's a nice fish and chip restaurant. It didn't come across as being a breakfast restaurant, and you see that when you asked for the menu. We were given the fish and chip menu, we weren't given the breakfast menu. So we asked for the breakfast menu, and it was a very limited choice. So other than omelette and a small breakfast and a veggie breakfast and a bacon butty, that was more or less your choice, really. This is my small and wet breakfast. This is, well, I don't know whether it's HP sauce or local sauce. We'll just have to do a taste test because I know what HP sauce tastes like. There you go.
Colin, was the breakfast worth the wait?
In a nutshell, no, it wasn't. It weren't so bad. I'll go through it. The bacon was actually nice bacon. I did like the bacon. The sausage was neither meaty nor spicy. It was just a catering sausage. The beans were very, very runny. I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. They were very runny beans, and the bread were alright toast-wise. Sauce, however, was definitely not HP.
Oh dear.
This is my bacon sandwich. Yeah, it's not looking great, but let's see how it tastes.
Tim,
Yes.
my mum was legendary for her bacon butters that she used to make. The bacon used to always taste beautiful. However, when I looked at your plate, it was just like my mum used to make the bacon butters. How was your bacon butter?
Disappointing, I have to say. The bread was horrible. It was like the cheapest white sliced bread you could possibly get. You picked it up and it just like turned to dough. It's really, really thin. The bacon, I kind of agree with you. It was quite thickly cut and quite crispy. However, it was very, very salty. I think if the bread had been nicer and thicker, that would have balanced it out a bit. But with the bread being so thin and thick, it was overpowering. I really needed a coffee to drink to wash it down. Unfortunately, the coffee that we did have, I drunk it because we'd been waiting so long. If I hadn't drunk it, it would have gone stone cold anyway. So I'm in bad need of a decent coffee now, so not good for me.
Colin, how hungover are you today on a scale 1 to 10? Where 1 is, oh, not too bad, I'm feeling bright as a bobbin, and 10 is that you feel like you're about to drop.
Well, it took me a long time to get up this morning. I still feel like I am still in the pub. But feeling hungover-wise, 7.
That was the Northern Sole breakfast. To say that Northern Sole is one of the best fish and chip restaurants in the old town of BENIDORM, I had quite high expectations of the breakfast, but I was bitterly disappointed. What about you, Cole?
Yeah, it will not to write home about, and I don't. Me personally, it'll not stick on my choice of places to visit.
No.
For another breakfast. However, that's not taking anything away from how good the fish and chips are.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Now then, that's the 3 BENIDORM Old Town breakfasts for you.
We had breakfast in Caspers, Northern Sole, and Cafe Refuel.
Please let us know in the comments which one you thought was the best.
And if you do like the video, please give us a thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel and don't want to miss out of any of our future videos, then please subscribe because it'll cost you
Absolutely not. Thanks for watching, Chatter Gang. We'll see you next time.
Adios.
Hasta luego.
Bye.
Hey up, chatter gang. We are in Benidorm's new town. Hey up, chatter gang.
We are in Benidorm's Old Town, and we've got 3 more breakfast reviews.
And we want you to tell us which one we think's best, which one you... Oh.
First time lucky.
Hey up, chatter gang. Pretty fly.